Hi there, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Thanks for watching TCM as we continue with 31 Days of Oscar. Every movie through March 10th, the night of the 96 Academy Awards, is an Oscar winner or nominee. Coming up for the next 8 hours or so, a lineup of Academy Award winners for Best Actress. We begin tonight with one of the great performances of its time, the movie that earned Vivien Leigh her second Oscar for Best Actress. From Warner Brothers in 1951, this is A Streetcar Named Desire. Elia Kazan directs a principal cast of acting titans that includes Marlon Brando, Karl Malden, and Kim Hunter. Based on a Tennessee Williams play, this steamy film adaptation introduced audiences to the method, a style of acting intended to develop personal, raw, and honest emotional performances. A Russian import, the method was born in the United States at the Actors Studio, founded by Lee Strasberg, Cheryl Crawford, and Elia Kazan. But other great teachers taught their own brand of method acting, including Sanford Meisner and Stella Adler, who became Marlon Brando's acting teacher. Her student's performance in this picture as Stanley Kowalski changed screen acting as we know it, electrifying movie audiences, just as it had sent jolts through the New York theater world 4 years earlier when Brando played Stanley on Broadway. Stanley is a working-class, hot-tempered husband whose marriage and home is shaken by the presence of Blanche Dubois, his wife's sister. That's Vivien Leigh, whose ambiguous background and demure attitude causes strife. A classically trained English actress, Leigh's approach to the craft differed from her American co-stars, which amplifies the stark contrast between the prim, docile Blanche and her rugged, dangerous brother-in-law. Malden, Hunter, and Brando, all disciples of either the Actors Studio or its offshoots, reprised their roles from the original Broadway version. While Jessica Tandy had successfully played Blanche on Broadway, casting her in the film would have left the production without a bankable movie star. So Warner Brothers and Elia Kazan decided to cast Leigh, who had played Blanche on the English stage. The film has the distinction of being the first picture to win 3 of the 4 acting awards: Supporting Actor for Karl Malden, Supporting Actress for Kim Hunter, Best Actress for Vivien Leigh, which means Marlon Brando was left out despite his monumentally influential performance. He lost to Humphrey Bogart in The African Queen. From 1951, this is A Streetcar Named Desire. Vivien Leigh's Best Actress Oscar for her work in A Streetcar Named Desire marked her second win after her unforgettable portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara in the 1939 epic Gone with the Wind. Tennessee Williams's original stage production of Streetcar premiered in 1947, directed by the same man who directed the film, Elia Kazan. The London production premiered in 1949, directed by Laurence Olivier, Vivien Leigh's husband. When Leigh came to Hollywood to reprise the role of Blanche Dubois in the screen adaptation, she found it much more difficult under Kazan's direction. The director thought little of Leigh at the start of production, even less about how Olivier had shaped the character of Blanche. Leigh's dedication to the role eventually won over Kazan and even Tennessee Williams himself, who heaped high praise on Leigh's performance. While the movie world celebrated Leigh for what she brought to the role, she alone dealt with the fallout of what it took from her. The actress, who struggled with bipolar disorder, later pointed to Blanche as the role that tipped her over into madness after 9 months on stage with the character, followed by the film's production. Despite her illness, Vivien Leigh continued earning praise throughout her career, including winning a Tony for Best Actress in the 1963 musical Tovarich. Coming up, Cher's Oscar-winning performance in a 1987 comedy full of romance. Moonstruck is next on TCM.
Next on TCM, Moonstruck, then The Country Girl, and later, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Taylor is tops tonight on TCM.